61 and welcome to Chun and Sisters. And now we're looking at another progression in our Teng Sau drill. Now, today we'll be looking at how we find centre. Basically, his centre is his spine. So what we want to do is that we want to try affect his balance from the bridge. So if we just say we just play a bit with the pencils, we start off doing it lightly and soft here. So what my focus is that if I want to find, just say for instance, we just use the one hand here, if I want to find his centre, he will give me a path through the bridge. Now what I have to do is that I have to find a link using energy to his spine here. Now, if, for example, I push the hand, I push it in certain directions, I don't really find his centre. So what happens is that through practice, what we can find is that if we just look for his spine using the whole of our hand and not from the point of contact, what we can find is that we can just influence him by looking for his centre. Now, when you use both hands there, what you want to try to do is that we want to be able to do this with both hands. So rather than just having one hand find his centre and allow him to not know where it's in this hand here, what we want to try is we want to use both hands at the same time to look for his centre so he has nowhere to go. Now, if he's too relaxed, then what happens is that we just go straight through to his centre. Now, if, for example, he has just give me a little bit of tension, and I find it hard or I've lost him, what you can always do is just pull, just to be able to re-establish finding his spine again. Okay, because sometimes when you're pushing, it's just too soft, and when you pull it, it's easy to re-establish contact with his spine here. So obviously you can do a combination of both. You can be pushing both, or you can be pulling on one and then pushing on the other. So basically, you want to start off by just trying to see whether you can feel where his balance is. And you know where his balance is. Thank you, sir. You know when his balance is taken, because you don't really have to push the person to know that, because what happens is that as soon as you push, if the toes lift, then you know that the person's balance is taken. So really, rather than actually keep pushing the person and then waiting for them to come back, if you just, it's more efficient just to, once his toes are lifted, then you ease off the power, so then you can start all over again. So if we're playing here, my focus is really just to try find him from just through wherever the contact points, whether I'm on top, whether I'm below, it makes no difference. What I'm trying to do is I'm trying just to see where I can just find center. After a while, it becomes a natural reflex. As soon as, say, he touches my hand here, I know straight away where his centre is, because through this practice and through a number of hours of practice, on touch of the hand, you instinctively would know where the person's centre is if they give you tension.